Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sian from Sianliftsweights. Today I'm really excited to share with you my top fat loss and weight loss tips. I have lost a huge 7 stone, which is 85 pounds in 18 months. So I'm here today to share with you my top tips and anything that might help you on your journey too. So number one, and it's the biggest, most important tip you'll ever hear, is you must be in a calorie deficit. So a calorie deficit is you need to be eating less than what you burn every day. A deficit can be created by decreasing the amount of intake, so the food. You can also create a deficit by using cardio and exercise and just increasing your daily activities, so trying to walk more, and any activity you do in the day is going to increase your outtake. So that's the biggest tip. Number two is hydration. There is so many studies to say that water supports weight loss. Hydration is key for many factors in weight loss as well. So water is actually a natural appetite suppressant, so that will help you keep your hunger feelings at bay, especially if you're used to having quite a lot of food during the day, a lot of junk food, or if you're used to eating like all the time. Water is a great tool. It's also going to help you hydrate yourself during your workouts. It's also great for your skin, and also it helps remove toxins from your body. So water helps the kidneys filter out the toxins and retain all the nutrients that you get from your food. So that's also another reason why water is so important. So I tend to drink between 3 litres and 4 litres a day because I'm quite active. I'm always in the gym, and I manage to drink 2 litres before I've even left the gym in the morning, and then I try and get the other 2 litres while I'm at work during the day. Number 3, have a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So planning is so important. It could be as simple as popping your workouts in a diary or in your work calendar, or it could just be saying, look, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week on these days. I like to plan a meal prep. I like to know where I am all the week so I can plan and get a schedule, and it kind of gives you that routine during the week. So I plan my meal, I plan my workouts, and I know which days I'm going to go to the gym. So it's a lot easier. It's important about planning and finding balance as well. So you want to have that balance of social life, work life, and forgetting your fitness and weight loss goals as well. It helps motivate you as well, because if you set goals each week, you're more likely to succeed and hit them. So if you wanted to say, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times this week, I'm going to drink 2 litres of water every day this week, I'm going to go to yoga once on Sunday, all of that is preparation and helping you meet your goals. Okay, spend more time in bed, get more sleep. Sleep is so important for weight loss. I know this firsthand because I really struggle with my sleep. It's actually been proven not having enough sleep actually increases your appetite, so you're going to be more hungry. It can slow your metabolism down, and it can also add to bad workout. You'll be so tired, you won't be able to put all your effort in to what you need to do, so you'll probably notice that you're lifting less, you haven't got enough energy. Getting sleep is so important. So to get more sleep, things like putting blue screen on your phone, not using apps an hour before bed, not having any caffeine or pre-workout, or finding apps that help you sleep. So I listen to a podcast at night, so I listen to the No Sleep podcast, because then I'm on my phone, I put it on the other side of the room, and then it just gives me something to slowly listen to and fall asleep. Also things like magnesium, that can really help if you're struggling to get sleep. And there's really some really good books as well about sleep that are amazing. They've been highly suggested that you can get as well. So yeah, tip number 4, make sure you're getting enough shut-eye. Tip 5, back to calories in versus calories out. You can easily create more of a deficit with exercise and just moving more. So I definitely recommend starting to work out, but you don't have to do what the latest trend is. Find something you enjoy, and it's going to be a lot easier to stick to. So for me, I always get back on it because I love weight training, and that makes me happy, and it's so easy to get in the gym. So doing that 5 times a week is really simple and easy. It makes me feel good. But sometimes it might just be that you just need to go to yoga once a week, or you want to go running, or you want to go and do some classes at the gym. That is all okay. Exercise is a great tool to create a deficit. Exercise has so many benefits. Even the NHS says we should be exercising at least 5 times a week with 30 minutes, but that could be a simple dog walk, that could be walking with friends. That doesn't have to be scary big workouts at the gym, or going swimming, or going running. It can be so simple, but it has so many benefits to our heart, our bodies, and it creates that essential tool to create a deficit. Okay, tip number 6, do not copy or do exactly what you see everybody else do. Everyone is so different. So whatever I do is probably not going to work for you, and whatever you do is probably not going to work for me, because you can get all the people on Instagram and social media will be selling their plans, say I did this, this and this, but we're all different. I obviously will not weigh the same as you. We can have completely different muscle masses, there's injuries, there's age, there's all sorts of things to take into account. I could have a desk job, you could be running around doing something really active for work. We have to take all these things into account, and also your genetics as well plays a huge part. So what works for me may not work exactly for you. I could be able to eat half of what you do and still not be able to lose weight, or I could be able to run 5k and not be able to break a sweat. I can't, but in a dream world that'd be amazing. But do you know what I mean? Like, don't copy and think what works for me is going to work for you. Everything is down to the individual person. So buying plans and cookie cutter things on the internet might not get you the results that you need, or it can be really drastic and it could be like cutting what you need in half. So yeah, do not copy or buy cookie cutter plans. Do your research, or get someone that you trust and you know to get you custom specific plans for you, who take into account everything that you do in a day. Tip 7, so kind of linked to tip 6, track everything, and working out macros is a really good place to start if you're not losing weight and you think you're eating quite healthy and you've tried all sorts and it's still not working. It can be really eye-opening to see what we're actually eating and consuming. So you could be having a protein shake every day and adding a teaspoon of peanut butter, but my teaspoon and your teaspoon could be completely different, and it could be adding hundreds of calories, which, back to tip 1, is down to calories in versus calories out. So you're not going to lose weight if you're taking more calories than what you're exercising and using every day. So I have actually used MyFitnessPal for the whole of my fitness journey, and I use kitchen scales to track all my food and weigh it. So it sounds quite tedious, but it's quite eye-opening, because you think a serving is like a whole bag of chocolate buttons, and then you go on the back of the buttons and it's like 10 grams, and there's like 10 servings of 10 grams in the packet, and you think, oh shit, I've just eaten the whole lot. So yeah, it's completely eye-opening to see actually what we eat, and what we, if you weigh it, it's completely different. So things like peanut butter, things like chocolate, and just being aware of the servings and stuff, if you start tracking your macros, it's really eye-opening. It's a really good tip if you're really struggling at the minute and you kind of just don't know where to go with it. Tracking macros is so simple, I think, once you've got kind of looked at it. Kind of like calorie counting, but just a little bit more information. So you're kind of looking more at your proteins, fats and carbs, and it's a very flexible approach to dieting, which I've done for the past 2 years. So there's plenty of calculators online. So the ones I recommend to work out your macros, if you're not confident to work them out yourself, is the If It Fits Your Macros calculator, which is iifym.com, and Katie Hearn's macro calculator. They're the 2 ones that I trust 100%, and they're very accurate. So I would have a look at those first if you're getting stuck. Okay, number 8, if you have a fitness watch or a Fitbit like myself, do not trust them 100%. They are not 100% accurate, and they can only guesstimate basically what you're going to roughly be burning based on your heart rate and then the stats you plug into your Fitbit. They will not be 100%, because there are so many more factors that go into our bodies and everything else that can affect this. So don't trust your Fitbit 100%. They're a great way to kind of push yourself. So if you want to hit 10,000 steps a day to kind of get some more steps in, they're a great way to kind of guesstimate that, because if you're using the same Fitbit watch every day, it's going to give you that kind of consistency. And it can also be a great tool to monitor your heart rate, but they may not be 100%. And obviously all fitness watches could be different because of the technology. But they are a great tool to see, to give you a rough idea, but don't take them as gospel, because they will not be 100%. Tip number 9, don't get disheartened by the scale. There are so many non-scale victories that you need to be looking at to kind of motivate yourself more than the scale. The scale can go up and down, and it's based on so many factors. You could have a brilliant week eating healthy, and then we'll have one cheat meal and weigh yourself the next day, and your body weight could increase because you could be retaining water. It's obviously going to have a negative effect when you see all that hard work and your scale's gone up. Please, biggest tip, do not take the scale to heart, and don't use it as the only tool to measure your success. There are so many other ways, like using your measurements, seeing how your clothes fit, seeing how you feel, if your sleep is getting better, or you're lifting more in the gym, or you can run further. There are so many non-scale victories like that you should focus on as well. Again, the scale can be a great tool because you can see the weight coming down, you can see it working, but it can fluctuate so much. Don't take it as the only tool for your success, because it won't be. Eat more protein. Protein is amazing for your hair, your skin, your nails. It keeps you fuller for longer, and it helps your muscles recover. So eating things like Greek yogurt, more lean chicken and meat, even nuts and seeds have more protein in. You don't have to be taking protein shakes, and you will not look like a bodybuilder. Trust me on that. I have tried to look like a bodybuilder and it doesn't work. Started exercising and you've started weight training. Protein is essential for recovery, and also it will again help your nails, your skin. It'll keep you fuller for longer, which is what you want when you're in a calorie deficit. If you can be fuller for longer, it means you're probably going to eat less and not be as hungry. So protein is brilliant. Obviously I do take protein shakes because I do struggle to get enough protein in my diet by just eating a lot of meat, but there are so many more things you can eat, like cheese, ham, protein shakes, Greek yogurt. There's so many protein products on the market as well, like protein bars, but they are not essential. You can get enough protein from normal food. If you're a complete newbie to protein, you should be aiming for at least 0.8 grams per pound body weight, so that's a great starting point for protein. And my final tip is be patient with yourself. It's not going to happen overnight, and God, I know how much we wish it would. We all want that weight to come off overnight, but we have to remember 5 pounds you're trying to lose, the 10 pounds you're trying to lose, the 50 pounds that you're trying to lose, we did not gain that overnight, so we're not going to lose it overnight either. You need to stay motivated, and you need to remember that it's down to consistency and not crash diets or whatever we do now. It's being able to be still doing the race in a couple of weeks or months later. Finding what you love and building a healthy lifestyle is going to get you further in the long run than any crash diet or cutting out carbs is going to do. Trust me, I did this in 18 months and I've seen people lose 100 pounds in 6 months, and I always felt bad that it was taking me so long, but actually I've built a lifestyle now where I love going to the gym and I love trying healthy recipes, and I don't eat McDonald's every day. It's all about making those small changes to being consistent that will get you a lot further. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my tips today on fat loss and weight loss. Let me know in the comments what you want to see more of, or if you've got any tips that I've missed out. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!